Hello and welcome to JANA'S hut. In today's episode I will be painting these containers a few different colours. I have already got a few of these in the colour scheme that I usually use, but I thought I might give these containers different colour schemes just to see what it looks like. Firstly, I'm going to give them all a coat of this Rhinox hide just so that it connects all the colours. That's them all painted brown. I quite like them when they're like this. They remind me of chocolates. As I've already got quite a bit of brown paint left, I'm going to see what happens if I mix a bit of red in. As I'm painting this, I'm rubbing the paint off top, so be careful. When doing this, you can disrupt the layers beneath. So I've applied a red layer to these ones, but it's not going as well as I hoped, so I'm going to let those dry for a bit before I come back to those. I'm going to start on these two. I'm going to go for the colour that I usually go for. I'm going to paint this one green, see what happens. Might add a little bit of red first just to darken it up. So I went ahead and painted these various colours. A grey one, I painted this one a dull silver, and I've given this one sort of a purplish colour. I'm going to paint this one blue. I think we're going to go ahead with that one first. The more layers I add using this gentle dry brush technique, the brighter the colour becomes. You just have to be patient. I've pushed too hard and scratched the paint off. I think that looks good, nice and blue. I think I'm going to have to go over that again with maybe a lighter colour still, just to bring out the highlights, as that blue has dominated the purple a bit. It's probably still in there somewhere. Now I'm going to try paint this a bit more green. Too much paint. I think that's working well. The trick is knowing when to stop. I maybe should have stopped a little while ago. Now I'm going to add a highlight to this piece using Wraithbone colour. That trusty colour scheme has worked very nicely with that one, so I'm going to do that for this one and then for the grey. That's come out really well. Now for a little colour experiment, I'm going to add the Wraithbone to this piece, see how it works. This grey. Again, just trying to be really delicate. A little bit messy, but I think that's quite a good colour scheme for Hoth maybe, or somewhere like that. Tatooine, Hoth. I've got some of this Night Haunt Gloom and I'm going to apply it to this blue container, see how it works out. It's a little bit lighter, so I can really just gently pick up all the edges of this one. You've got to be really careful when doing this, not to use too much on your brush, otherwise it will just go in amongst the bits you don't want. But I think I've added enough to that. After a little bit of work, I think that's coming out okay. Keep adding this just to add little bits of highlight. I think that should be enough for now. before I make it all that colour. And I think I should add a layer of that colour to this, just to see what happens. This next paint that I'm about to use is incredibly shiny, and I need to make sure that I do not overuse this on this piece. I've got this dull silver on there already. I've just gone over this piece with the brighter silver, brought out all those highlights. I've mixed a little of these two colours, mainly this one, just to get a different shade of green, a lighter shade of green with a bit of yellow in it. See what it looks like on here. I've got quite a few different shades and bits on here now. I think I need to just put that down. Now I'm going to add a little bit of this colour to this blue one and see what happens. Catching quite a lot of the colour in between. I've mixed these two colours together and I'm going to apply it to this one. See what happens. That's now definitely got a bit more of a worn look to it. I think I'm going to apply this colour to this one. So now I've got quite a few containers in my collection. I think the new ones blend in quite well. Seeing as they are the similar shapes, they don't look too odd, too different from each other. Adding a little bit of colour can add some variety to your playset or your diorama. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that has inspired you to get making, get creating and get painting. Please leave any comments down below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.